Hi, I'm Katie. Welcome to my channel, which is really quickly becoming a cooking channel because there's not a lot of going outside going on right now. Today, we're gonna do a Pinterest experiment. And by Pinterest experiment, I mean I was on Pinterest and I saw something and I was like, immediately, I don't think that's gonna work, but I feel the need to try it anyways. So today, we're gonna find out if we can make bread in an Instant Pot. Now, Instant Pot owners have a bit of a reputation for being so excited about the Instant Pot that they want to use it for everything, even things that aren't necessarily any easier to make or faster in the Instant Pot. Here are some times that I like to use the Instant Pot. When you have a recipe where normally it would take many hours in a crock pot or like all day or something, and this thing does it a lot faster, that's a great use for the Instant Pot. Or if it's really hot out and you could make the thing in the oven or on the stove, but you just really do not want to heat up your kitchen, that's another great use for the Instant Pot. Or if it just really reduces the amount of dishes you have to do, because I hate doing dishes. Those are the main times I use the Instant Pot. Now again, I say sometimes I think people are just trying to use it because they're excited to use it, and that's fine, but in this instance, I'm just a little bit confused. Because if you look at the recipe that I've linked in the description, they're showing this beautiful crusty loaf of bread, and I just don't understand how you could get that by pressure cooking. I just don't think that's what's going to come out of the Instant Pot. And if you do read to the end of the recipe, it does say in the last step that if you prefer, you could put it in the oven under the broiler to brown it up. So, the first step is to add 1 cup of water to your Instant Pot. Get your trivet and put it in there. And then prepare your bread pan. Now I was lucky and I had a bridal shower recently. I got this nice little pan made by Instant Pot for the Instant Pot because I guess I'm guilty of wanting to use it for everything too. So I just sprayed it with cooking spray and put some parchment paper in the bottom. And then we are gonna mix together the dough. Okay, so next step, bowl with 1 1/4 teaspoon of yeast, half a tablespoon of sugar, and a pinch of salt. Then we're gonna add 1 cup of warm water and let the yeast proof for about 3 minutes. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes and I measured out the flour into a separate bowl just to make it a little easier. You need 2 1/4 cups of flour for this recipe, and it is a no-knead recipe, so you just have to mix the flour in gradually to the water, yeast, sugar mixture until there are no dry patches left. So I mixed everything together, but I ended up putting my hands in it and kneading it a little anyway, even though it says it's a no-knead recipe, because I couldn't get the flour to go in any other way. So here's the dough. So the next step is to put it in our prepared cake pan, I guess you could call this. Yeah, okay. And now we need to let it rise. So I'm gonna put this in the Instant Pot. There are 2 ways that they said you could do this. So it said either put the lid on loosely, put it on the keep warm setting for 2 hours, or for a faster way, you can put the lid on fully and turn it on yogurt for 45 minutes. And I'm going to do the second one because I do not want to wait for 2 hours. Why would you wait for 2 hours when there's a faster option? This is kind of exciting. I've never used the yogurt setting. So, it's been 45 minutes, the dough has risen, it's doubled in size, and it's ready to be baked in the Instant Pot. So, to bake it in the Instant Pot, first you loosely cover it with tin foil. And then we're going to put it back in here. We're going to turn it on pressure cook, just keep all the normal settings, for 45 more minutes. And then we're going to do a natural pressure release. And if you don't know what that means when the timer goes off, let it sit. Do not open the valve to release the pressure. Just let it release naturally into the little metal thing on the lid drops all by itself. So I got it all set up, 45 minutes, pressure cooked. It is acknowledging me with its little beeps, and we're gonna see what we get out of this. Okay, so the bread is done baking, and now it's the moment of truth. That didn't work at all. So take a look at this thing. You know, it doesn't even smell good. It doesn't smell like fresh baked bread. It smells mostly like yeast. It's just really shiny and caved in. Even if I put this in the oven under the broiler, it would not look like bread. It looks like some kind of weird cake. Here's the inside. It's just really dense. I mean, maybe I didn't let it rise enough, but it looked like it doubled in size like it was supposed to, but there's all this like dense part on the bottom. It's just like it's what is this? So now it's time to taste the fail bread. It's really, really doughy. I mean, I guess it kind of tastes like bread. What about the edge part? It's just really, really dense and doughy, and it mostly just tastes like yeast. So I don't know if I made a mistake. I think the answer to can you make bread in an Instant Pot is just no. Probably you should stick to the oven and use the Instant Pot for other things that it's better suited for. Thank you for joining me for this Pinterest experiment. The answer to can you and should you make bread in an Instant Pot is a no. It is a no from me. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. It's heavy. It's really heavy. It's like really dense.